Hello everybody, this is Fernando for the latest aliens and UFOs news video. Alright, let's go ahead and let's give another set of updates here associated with the Area 51 raid. If you recall, I had mentioned in my last video that I was going to give it a rest unless there was going to be some major updates associated with the raid, and lo and behold, a couple of weeks later, there have been some good updates. In fact, a lot of big changes associated with this raid, or now as it's going as a festival. So I'm going to go ahead and provide all that info here, and then still I'll give my theory as to what's going to happen, I think, leading up to the actual event. So lots of good news, lots of updated stuff associated with this. So let's go ahead and let's talk about all the latest updates, all the latest news with the Area 51 raid. For starters, the biggest news is that it is no longer officially the Area 51 raid. Instead, it's now this. You're looking at it now. It's known as ALIENSTOCK, or its full name as ALIENSTOCK Festival. Yes, indeed, everything has now been changed from being a place where you can meet up right there at the front entrance of Area 51 and do that Naruto run. Now it's no longer that. Instead, it's going to be an outdoor type festival right there in Rachel, Nevada, and it's going to be held by this guy who you're looking at here. That's Matty Roberts. That's in fact the same guy that did the Area 51 raid event, the Facebook page or the event page that went viral. And he was quoting some info to a website, which I'll include the link below. But he was stating there that he changed it because obviously, things are not going to be really going well with the U.S. government, the U.S. military, everyone there associated with Area 51 if it truly went with regards to a raid. So instead, now we have this with regards to this festival. And this festival is apparently still going to happen. Like, in fact, you're looking now at a permit. That's why I wanted to talk about this now. It was talked about, and I heard the news of it, but I wanted to make sure that it was more official. But it's as official as can get, and a permit has been approved, and you're seeing it now, and it states that this festival can now be allowed right there by the county, no less, during those specific dates. There's a little bit of a undercurrent associated with that news because that permit was mainly granted, I was reading on another website, because then it allows the county to be able to declare emergency orders, which they have now. I think they've done twice, 2 orders specifically, to help handle the crowds and the event as it happens that day. Most people still don't know how many are going to come out. It's still a wild guess. When you have nearly 3 million people stating that they're going to go out, obviously that's not going to happen, but you're still going to have a large mass of people. And so now the county has officially created this permit to allow the emergency orders to stand in place. That way they can call for emergency vehicles, emergency assistance, anything along those lines if there's something that requires it. Otherwise, though, the ALIENSTOCK Festival is supposed to be pretty much there in Rachel, Nevada, and I'm including some of my own pictures here when I visited Rachel, Nevada a couple of years ago. Tiny town, population of about 54, in fact. So how this is going to handle even a couple of hundred people, let alone thousands, we shall see. But the event, the festival, in fact, there's not one but 2. I'm going to talk about the first one, though, here, which is the ALIENSTOCK. This one is pretty much geared up like any other festival. It's going to have bands, it's going to have food, it's going to have events happening there. And already, as you can see, the pricing is pretty nice, like in terms of the fees associated with the parking. $60 to stay there. That's a high price. So we're going to see how many people are going to be able to stay during that time period, let alone if you want to bring an RV, or if you're the media, if you're part of the media, you have to pay $1,000, in fact, to be able to stay there. But people are going to do so, and they're going to pay, and so we're going to get to see on those dates what's going to happen during that time period. The same article I was reading also analyzed, there was someone there that was mentioning that even though all these permits have been granted, and then the county is officially, in quotations, allowing this to happen, that the person there is imagining that there's probably other stuff happening behind the scenes between the government, the Air Force, the military, everyone there with Area 51 to make sure that nothing occurs by the roads or the roads leading to Area 51 itself. In fact, reading other websites, there's early talk already that the roads are going to be blocked. Those roads that lead into the long stretch of road towards the front entrance and the back entrance of Area 51, which I had mentioned in my last video. So I wouldn't be surprised if that happens, if truly they block off the road right from the highway entrance. That would make the most sense possible. You won't be able to get around that location, not without purposely doing so, and then obviously you'll be in big trouble at that point, because if they block the only two entry points from the highway, any other way you're trying to get in is not going to be by road, so you're definitely doing something nefarious on there. But yes, otherwise that ALIENSTOCK Festival is happening. We shall see what occurs there on those dates, so looking forward to it. And then yes, there is another specific festival that is occurring there, two of them, as I was mentioning. The other one is happening here. It's at the Area 51 Alien Center, which you're looking at a picture of here. I don't know if they're going to be on the same exact dates. There's no name associated with this festival too, but it does seem like now it's not just one but two happening there at Area 51 to capitalize on this meme. So very fascinating stuff. No, when you think about it, big business will always win. There's always going to be dollars to be made when it comes to any large events. And all in all, I mean, outside of, let's say, the raid itself, going to some place like this, going to Rachel, Nevada, being that close to Area 51, and then also just being around other people that are hyped up about aliens and UFOs and the world surrounding them. It does sound like a fun event to go to. This is something that I would try to go to too, is if I had the opportunity to do so. $60 though, that's a lot in order to be able to just park there. The website also for the ALIENSTOCK, as you'll see here, it's kind of rudimentary. It doesn't have much info with regards to like what it's about, what's going to happen, like the schedule, who's going to play, no mention on the bands, no mention on the events. It all seems to be up in the air, and it's supposed to be happening soon in terms of September 3rd. Apparently September 3rd, there's supposed to be another update that the organizers of this event are supposed to have with the county, and they're supposed to quell any kind of fear that the county might have that the plans are not in place. That leads me to my next theory and what I think is going to happen. So remember, first theory that I think is going to happen is the roads are going to be closed, the ones leading up to Area 51. So anybody, all those hundreds, maybe thousands of people that are going to visit, they're going to be deeply disappointed when they see all those roads closed. I think there's going to be even more disappointment when, and this is my own theory, my own opinion, I think that those permits are going to be yanked. I think this is almost like a kind of a way to inflate everyone's hopes, and then at the very last minute it's going to be removed, and then nobody can attend, and then that'll lessen the chances of people showing up. And I think it's going to be involved something along the lines of emergency orders, like fear that there's going to be too many people and there's going to cause a ruckus around that location. And so that's going to be the excuse that the county will need to pull the event. It makes sense, doesn't it? I hope I'm explaining it as best as can be. It's like giving false hope. You give the permit up front, everyone is excited, everyone is making plans, everyone is good to go, and then cut to like the day before or the day before that, and then all of a sudden the county will say, you know what, we're not going to approve this, we're going to yank this, and then that's it, the event is canceled, and then people are going to be like, what are we going to do? We're not going to show up anymore there because there's nothing else to do. The roads are going to be blocked, and then also the event is going to be canceled, the festival, so what else is there? So I think I have a suspicion, I'm about 50-50 that that's going to happen, that's going to occur. We shall see though, because at the same time, this is a lot of money that's going to go into the county. Remember, money always wins. At the end of the day, follow the line, follow the money, it'll always lead you to the answers. And so this county approved it because there's also going to be a lot of money that'll come in. I'm pretty sure that all those parking fees, camping fees, the media fees, all that stuff is going to be collected, and part of it is going to go to the county to help get that stuff, the money that's associated for them. So all that stuff is going to add up really quick too. This is going to be a large amount of money all at once in a short time period, and who knows, maybe the hope becomes that there could be an annual event happening afterwards. We shall see. Imagine that. Imagine if there's an alien stock or some other type of festival that's occurring on a yearly basis. Wouldn't that be something that would also generate a lot of revenue for that county and for that area as well? But anyways, that's just my thoughts. Who knows? We shall see if that happens. Will the roads be closed? Will the festival still happen? Will it be yanked? We shall see. Otherwise, I'm probably just going to wait until the very event happens, and then I'll report what's occurring there. But let me go what you guys think with regards to the latest set of news. No more Area 51 raid, folks. Instead, it's the festival. Not just one, but 2 festivals. And then big plans happening, big fees too, if you want to attend. Anyone going? Anyone planning on doing so? If so, please post it in the comments. Let us know. And then Rachel, Nevada. Either way, though, on any day of the year, I highly recommend visiting Rachel, Nevada, especially on that tour, because then you'll be able to see the place in person and visit the famous Little Alien restaurant, Little Alien Hotel that stands out there. So, all right, everyone. Thanks again as always. Take care.